The Power Company was a team of professional superheroes for hire in the DC Comics universe. The team, created by Kurt Busiek and Tom Grummett, first appeared in JLA number 61, February 2002. They subsequently starred in an epoynmous series that ran for 18 issues, from April 2002 to September 2003. Also written by Busiek. Fictional team history. Josiah Power was one of America's best lawyers until his metagene was triggered during the alien invasion by the activation of the gene bomb. Following the untimely public activation of his metagene in the courtroom, attorney Josiah Power is dismissed from his law firm. Power had little interest in becoming a traditional costumed hero, but it became readily apparent that he could not continue to practice law without undue public attention. He capitalizes on his professional experience to organize a for-hire team of heroes much along the lines of a law firm. Their very first mission as a team is against the East Asian criminal organization known as the Black Dragon Society. They successfully defuse a hostage situation initiated by the society and return to their base of operations. The Power Company make a brief one-panel appearance in a later Justice League of America story arc, Syndicate Rules JLA number 107 to 114, 2004-2005. The Crime Syndicate of America had attacked A.S.T.A.R. Labs facility in San Francisco, and the Power Company is shown and described to have been defeated. Action Comics. Skyrocket is seen much later. In Action Comics, number 832 to 833 is one of the dozens of superpowered beings. She is part of a small grouping of escaped beings who save the rest and the world from the attentions of marauding aliens. A communications error beams the adventures of Skyrocket and her allies to every single TV on Earth. Teen Titans. Sapphire was abducted and became a combatant in Darkseid Club. After being rescued by Miss Martian and brought to Titan's Tower with the other survivors, she leaves, preferring to stay loyal to the forgotten, but not gone, Power Company. Justice League of America. Recently, the team appeared in the pages of James Robinson's Justice League of America title. They were hired to defend A.S.T.A.R. Labs facility, only to be brutally defeated by Dr. Impossible and his new gang of villains. In a conversation at the JLA Watchtower, the Guardian mentions that all of the Power Company members are currently hospitalized, and that Josiah would have died had Mon-El not forced open his rib cage in order to help treat his heart. Power Surge. Power Surge was a DC Comics event in 2002 intended to promote the start of the Power Company, a new comic book series by writer Kurt Busiek, who also wrote all 7 issues of Power Surge. Power Surge was composed of 7 eponymous one-shot issues, although each story had its own title, each highlighting one of the 7 primary members of the Power Company. Each story prominently featured the involvement of a classic, already famous comic book character, with the classic character looming much larger on the cover than the book's nominal main character, since each issue was essentially an origin story told in the past tense. Writer Kurt Busiek could indulge in a playfully retro style reminiscent of DC Comics' 1980s output, and even incorporate characters who were not available under other circumstances, such as the Barry Allen Flash and the Hal Jordan Green Lantern, both of whom were dead in regular DC Comics continuity. The comics featured were Bork, Vulnerability, featuring Batman and the Flash, art by Kieran Dwyer; Josiah Power, Career Opportunities, featuring Superman, art by Keith Giffen; Manhunter, A Well-Respected Man, quote, featuring Nightwing, art by Dan Jurgens; Sapphire, Hatch of the Serpent's Egg, featuring the Justice League, art by Mark Bagley; Skyrocket. First Gleamings. Featuring Green Lantern. Art by Joe Staton. Striker Z. HK Jiangchu. Featuring Superboy. Art by Ramon F. Barks. Witchfire. I Want to See the Bright Lights Tonight. Featuring Wonder Woman. Art by Matt Haley. Members. The Power Company had several superpowered partners and associates, as well as support staff dedicated to day-to-day corporate operations. These included partners. Josiah Power, Managing Partner. Josiah is most likely the most powerful member of Power Company, but rarely accompanies the team in the field. The exact nature of his abilities have never been fully explored. Superman said he is one of the most powerful metas he's ever met. Josiah lives with his partner Rupi outside of San Francisco. Manhunter. Kirk DePaul. Partner. A mercenary clone of Manhunter Paul Kirk. Now deceased. Slain by Mark Shaw. Skyrocket. Celia Forrestal. Partner. Skyrocket. A former Navy officer who inherited the energy-manipulating Argo harness from her murdered parents. Skyrocket used the Argo harness to become a respected hero, and was later recruited to enhance the credibility to the Power Company. Witchfire. Rebecca Carstairs. Partner. A magic user, and popular entertainer, star of film and pop music videos. Recently discovered that she was actually a plant-based homunculus. Associates. Bork. Carl Andrew Bork. Associate. A reformed villain. He is the team's gentle giant. Firestorm. Ronald Raymond. Associate. The Nuclear Man briefly joined the Power Company, but left before the end of the series. Sapphire. Candice Jean Gennaro. Associate. Underage runaway powered by a psycho-reactive alien gem called the Serpent's Egg, which appears to tap her latent telekinetic abilities. Striker Z. Daniel Sang. Associate. A former Hong Kong stuntman, turned human battery and super-strong martial artist. Support crew. Charlie Lau, former employee of S.T.A.R. Labs Hong Kong. Charlie now serves as the group's resident technical support specialist. Raoul, pilot of the company car, the firm's multi-million-dollar airship. Silver Shannon, Yossia's personal assistant. Former lead singer of the Maniacs. Garrison Slate, interim administrator. CEO of S.T.A.R. Labs San Francisco. Other corporate teams. Other corporate superhero teams have been active in the DC Comics universe. The best known are the Conglomerate, the Blood Pack, Hero Hotline, S.T.A.R. Core, and the Captains of Industry. Cosmic Teams. Power Company Chronology. DCU Guide. Power Company. DCU Guide. Silver Shannon.